number 8 on the NNSCRA Pizza Hut Truck Series brings us to Dover Downs International Speedway in Dover, Delaware, as we're here today for the running of 60 laps of racing here today on this 1 mile racetrack that chews up cars and trucks and spits them out, much like Bristol almost, except Bristol's a mile track, a half-mile track, I should say, and Dover's a 1 miler. Plus, Bristol's got more banking than Dover, too. But we're here today for some racing here today, and here's the starting line for today's running event. 60 laps of racing here at Dover. Pole sitter for this race is Kat Batson at 166 miles per hour. She's alongside Kyle Matthews in number 44. Both those trucks have in-truck cameras in today's race here at Dover. Second row has Keith Batson going for 3 in a row. He won at Sonoma and Charlotte this season in this series. Looking for the hat trick here at Dover. Alongside of him is Stephen Colon in number 23. Third row has Joshua Osborne in number 10. And then number 75 is Jesse Turner, who won at Daytona. Osborne won the season at Martinsville. Next row has number 45. That is Diego Yepes. He's alongside number 18, Matt Haas. Next row has number 74, James Sykes. And number 7, Ashlyn Boyd. Next row down has number 00. That's I should say Paul Minnick in the Haas Automotive Chevrolet number 00. And number 6, Quentin Moore at the wheel of the unsponsored Chevrolet. Next row, John Andrews at number 40 and number 51, Laura Chung. Next row after that would be number 16, Nathan Hudson. He's alongside number 68. That is Zachary Fitzwater. Next row down has number 19, Rob Evans, and number 99. That is Carson Gum. Next row down has number 52, Matt McIntyre, and number 2, Dylan Young. Next row after that, Johnny Gardner in 29 and 21, Cole Deaver. Next row down has number 33, that is Jacob Thibodeau, and number 24, Nathan Ormond. After that, next row down will be number 9, Seth Cole, and number 4, William Brock. And it's number 87, Daniel Bouchard, and Roberto Crown Jr., and number 8. Next row down has number 3, Phil Parker, and number 11, Mitchell Collins. Next row down, Vale Moscow at number 13 and number 38. That is Scott Upton. Next row down has number 15. That is Brad Stover, and number 17, Pedro Lucas. And shotgun will be Kev Shear at number 54. At the wheel of his Toyota, that's the Anthony Alfredo truck he's driving this season. So the field getting set for racing here today. Here comes the command to fire the engines as we get set for 60 laps of racing. Here at the track they call the Monster Mile, Dover Downs International Speedway. Here's the command.
Drivers, start those engines!
The race is going to get underway here as the pace truck is getting ready to lead the field off of pit road for the pace lap. And as they do, we'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Ford and Chevy in the first 2 rows here at Dover Downs International Speedway as the pacer truck ducks off on the pit road. Field being led in the hands of Kat Batson, the number 98 truck. The Batson team has been on a hot streak here this season, as Keith won at Sonoma and at Charlotte, looking for 3 in a row. Kat yet to win a race this season as the green flag flies. We're underway here at Dover. Through turns 3 and 4 they come here. Stephen Colon way up in the high side of the track here as they come off turn number 4. And Jesse Turner's the monkey in the middle right here as they go through in the pack. And that is not an enviable position to be in, obviously, too, as being in the middle of the track here. As Keith Batson goes to the second position, here comes Kyle Matthews to the low side through turns 3 and 4. I mentioned Kyle and Kat both have in-truck cameras in today's race here. The third one is carried by Joshua Osborne. Boy, what power does Keith Batson have? He is already up to the lead now in number 88. And here comes Matthews down to the low side, number 44, as he bumps Keith going into turn number 3. And there's a look from inside Joshua Osborne's truck, the number 10, driven to Honor Chevrolet. And slid back to the package slowly. He's up on the high side of the track here. He's about to get passed by Johnny Gardner and Daniel Bouchard. As they come off turn number 4 here. See the name Briscoe on the back window of Gardner's truck. That's the name of the driver, and he's one of his favorite drivers here, Chase Briscoe. That's actually a Chase Briscoe truck he is driving, I should say. I might add, but he is one of Johnny's favorite drivers as well too. And there's the view from Kat Batson's truck, the number 98 machine. And she also sliding back a bit as she watches her husband Keith dominate as he has the last few races of the season, and he is now, as we now have the yellow flag flying for the first time here today. This happening on lap number, at the completion of lap number 6. Oh, and it's Roberto Crown Jr., the number 8 truck, and really damaged up. There's no front quarter panel on that number 8 FAS Chevrolet. And Keith Batson way ahead of the pace truck, as is Jesse Turner, and they better get her stopped here. Pace truck's on pit road for some inexplicable reason. Lights are still on in the pace truck. I don't know what's going on here. And that pace truck has crossed the start finish line before Batson did, so there we go. So now I think we got the field situated right there. So let's take a look again as to what happened here. It was Roberto Crown Jr. was involved in the crash, but this one was started by the 3-wide battle here. Turn 4 is usually the trouble spot at Dover, as we always say. Stephen Colon got into Dylan Young, who got into Carson Gum, made it 3-wide right there. Carson smacks the wall going into turn number 1, then goes up the track, shoots up the track, and just missed Nathan Ormond, but did not miss the 8 truck of Roberto Crown Jr., who was really a big of a circumstance in that whole situation. But and thankfully Dylan Young and Stephen Colon both saved it, but still. Back under green here, and James Sykes moves to the low side now for the lead on Keith Batson. As we go back to green flag racing here at Dover Downs International Speedway. 11 laps are in the books right now. We're down to 49 to go here as they come early on in this race here. Matthews is second. Third is now Diego Yepes in the 45, and you got another Nice Motorsports truck there. All 3 of the Nice Motorsports trucks are in the top 5. They're second, third, and fourth. Matthews in second, Yepes in third, and John Andrews running in fourth position. And you got 2 of the Batsons right there behind, Cat in 98 and Keith in 88. Here comes Yepes to the low side here. James Sykes, of course, the 74 truck. That's the Mike Harmon Motorsports truck he's driving in this race here. And whoa, 2 wide? Was that 3 wide? There come off turn number 4. Anyway, and Matt McIntyre shoots up the high side of the track here, trying to get around Rob Evans, but instead Seth Cole goes around him. 3 wide down the backstretch here. That's Hudson, McIntyre in the 52, and 75, Jesse Turner. Then Ashlyn Boyd right there behind in the 7 truck, and Matt Haas in the 8, and problems on the front stretch. Well, I was going to check and see what was going on, but of course, apparently I punched the wrong button. They're trying to see what happened here. So here's what happened there to cause caution number 2 to fly here on lap number 14 of this race. It's Matt McIntyre in the 52 and the 00 Paul Minnick and the 16 and Nathan Hudson. Those three got together to come off turn number 4. Much like we saw what happened with Dylan Young and Carson Gum. Up the track goes McIntyre, slams and slamming into him is the 17 of Pedro Lucas. Laura Chung in the 51 was involved. Cole Deaver, I think Val Moscow got a piece of him. Orman was involved. Several trucks were also involved. There's the 4 of William Brock and the 99 of Carson Gunn. They both get by. So does Brad Stover in the 15 and the 54 of Kev Shearer. So, caution number 2 flying here on lap number 14, completing lap 15. Here at Dover, Diego Yepes is your leader. Second is John Andrews. Third is James Sykes. Kyle Matthews runs in 4th position, and Keith Batson running in 5th. Just as you rejoin us, the green flag has already flown. Here at Dover, Diego Yepes is your leader. Second is John Andrews. And 3 wide there, and whoa, don't do it, Cat. Oh my gosh. That was plenty closer to come on turn number 4, they were almost 4 wide there. Cat Batson almost had the temptation of making it 4 wide, but luckily she backed off at that. As now Kyle Matthews and Cat Batson both battle for that is for, I think, third spot right now. As Yepes and John Andrews both. Oh, and problems again on the front stretch. This time it's Jesse Turner's around. There's Bouchard. And another big crash in turn number 1, caused by a wreck in turn 4. Carson Gunn was involved. Let's see who else was involved. I saw the 68 of Fitzwater get turned around. Bouchard damaged up a little bit in the 87 truck. Yeah, there's Fitzwater. He's got a little bit of a hood buckle on the number 68 machine. And this time Jesse Turner got right into the 19 of Rob Evans. I think Turner got a little bit of help from Joshua Osborne in the 10 truck, I think, too. Fitzwater slides down now, and Osborne actually also spun just slightly. Oh yeah, and there's William Bucky rear into the back of the 16 truck of Nathan Hudson. Dylan Young and Cole Deaver both bringing their trucks to a stop. Smart for them too, because I think that eliminated any chances they had of getting crashed. But there is Turner in the 75 truck, a disappointment for that team right there. As you see, Ashlyn Boyd in the 7 truck dipping down on the apron of the track there. I don't know what that was all about, but I don't know what that's all about, but so lights are off on the pace truck as we are getting set for a green flag. It'll be on lap number 28. So we're almost halfway home here at Dover Downs International Speedway, coming off from the 3rd caution flag of the day. It is Diego Yepes leading the race here. We got 3 trucks on the inside. That's Zachary Fitzwater, Dylan Young, and Jesse Turner. Trucks out of the race here: William Brock, Pedro Lucas, Matt McIntyre, Laura Chung, and Roberto Crown Jr. 3 trucks, of course, Fitzwater, Young, and Jesse Turner. Those 3 trucks are not on the lead lap. 27 trucks are on the lead lap, however, being led by Diego Yepes. Second is John Andrews. Third is Cat Batson. Fourth right now is Kyle Matthews. And 5th is Matt Haas. Then it's Seth Cole, Keith Batson, Paul Minnick, James Sykes, and Phil Parker. The top 10 as the green flag flies. We're back underway. Dylan Young leads, holds up the inside line. And slowing that line up right there. Seth Cole is having a little bit frustrating. Oh boy. 3 wide into turn number 1 there. Quentin Moore to 6 truck here inside of James Sykes and the 3 of Phil Parker. As they come off turn number 2 here, Dylan Young wreaking all kinds of havoc here. And now he holds up Keith Batson in the 88 truck. And oh, this is not going to this is probably not going to end well off turn number 4. 3 wide, 2 rows deep back there as they go into turn number 1 once again there. Sykes and Parker are still up in the high side here. And trucks like Rob Evans and Joshua Osborne both in a very vulnerable position there as they come through turns 3 and 4 now. 30 in the books and 30 to go here as we're halfway home. And whoa, Stover got a little bit close to going around 2. And Seth Cole, I'm sure, a little bit frustrated right now with Dylan Young saying, "Come on, Dylan, let me go. And come on, inside lane, open up a line for me." And oh, here we go! Sykes into the wall, and into the wall as is the 16 of Nathan Hudson. Carson Gum hard in the wall in turn number 1 in the 99 truck. And more problems for Dylan Young in the number 2. Cat Batson led them all back to the start-finish line to lead him down the yellow flag. The yellow flag flies for the 4th time here today. Like I said, turn 4 is usually the trouble spot here at Dover, and so far, all 4 cautions have been caused in, you guessed it, turn 4. Boy, just unbelievable stuff here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happened here. Well, we're going to look at the copter cam on this one. The copter cam, I think, is going to tell the tale. Let's see here. Let's see what happened here. Parker and Hudson right there. Yeah, Parker got into Seth Cole when he's almost getting ready to get into Dylan Young. That sent Seth right into James Sykes in the 74 truck. Young smacks the wall just a little bit right there. Then here comes Carson Gum in the 99. He was about to get past Jacob Thibodeau. When Dylan Young gets into Thibodeau, that sends Thibodeau right into Carson Gum, sends Carson Gum hard into the wall in the 99 truck, and taking Dylan Young with him. But unfortunately, an unfortunate situation for Carson Gum too, because he just didn't have anything to do with that caution flag other than, well, getting collected in it. Well, that crash has unfortunately taken out Carson Gum and Dylan Young. So now 2 trucks 3 trucks, I should say, are now a lap or more down. That being the trucks of Jesse Turner, Zachary Fitzwater, and the 74 of James Sykes, who earlier had led in this race. So, green flag back out here. We're back underway. Cat Batson leads on lap number 37. As we're now down to 24 laps remaining here at Dover Downs International Speedway, and Jesse Turner trying to get past Batson and hoping and catch a caution flag to stay ahead of the leaders. That's the name of the game. If you stay ahead of the leaders when the yellow flag flies, if you can beat them back to the start-finish line, that puts you back on the lead lap. Or adds a lap back to you, I should say. Depends on how many laps down you are. But Turner's driving his brains out trying to hold him off the leaders, and John Andrews pushes him out the track. And Andrews is going to take the lead and possibly to put Jesse Turner a lap down. Turner still remains on the left for the time being, but Batson trying to help him, and now Andrews finally does put Turner back a lap down. There was a couple times Turner almost had his caution flag that could have helped him, but that unfortunately did not happen right there as we're coming off turn number 4. Completing yet another lap here. Again, the 75, 68, and 74 trucks are not on the lead lap, and they are in this pack of trucks. Boy, Paul Minnick and Quentin Moore leaning on each other a bit going into turn number 1 here. Here comes Minnick to the low side of Quentin Moore and Keith Batson in that 88 truck. Keep your eye on that truck there. That truck has been a rocket ship the last couple of races, and he is looking to rocky his way back up through the field. Moore running in 12th position, Batson running in 11th. Daniel Bouchard up in the high side right here. He got caught up in one of those crashes here, and he's still in the top 10. He's running right now in 10th position behind Paul Minnick, who's now looking inside of Johnny Gardner in the number 29 truck, tries to get past him. But I tell you, the truck that is on the move there, trying the inside lane, is the 10 of Joshua Osborne, driving the Jennifer Joe Cobb truck. He is now up to the, well, trying to get past Kyle Matthews right now. And those two are going to drag us down the front stretch. Matthews has the advantage going into turn number 1, but when they come off turn number 2, it's going to be Osborne getting by him right now. That's for 5th position right there. Scott Upton up to the 4th spot in the 38 truck. There he is. He's got the trucks of Sykes and the 75 of Turner between those two. And meantime, going into turn number 1, you see Matt Haas trying to get around Cat Batson. He's going to try to get around John Andrews in the 40. Down the left side he goes. Andrews throws the block in the 40 truck. That truck's been pretty strong the last few races. Quietly strong, I might add. But Cat Batson looks to the low side, and she tries to make it. She's trying to uphold the family honor for the Batson family out of the state of Maine. Batson goes low on Andrews through turns 3 and 4 here. 4, but nothing doing. 14 laps remaining here at Dover. Still quite a bit of racing left to go there, but the time is running out. Matt Haas now moving up on the 98 and the 40 trucks here. You got a Chevy leading, Ford in 2nd, Toyota in 3rd, a Chevy in 4th, and a Chevy in 5th position with Kyle Matthews here. As now he's battling with Daniel Bouchard and Scott Upton. Haas up the high side here as he tries to find a lane here, but here comes Cat Batson to the low side looking for the lead. And Cat's going to take it off turn number 4. Matt Haas is going to follow her, as is Osborne in the 10. Now it's Osborne versus John Andrews in the 40 truck there, side by side, a pair of Chevrolets there. Osborne the 3rd. Again, the 74 James Sykes is a lap down in this race here. Sykes running right now in 26th position. There you see the back of the pack trucks right there. Phil Parker trying to get by Seth Cole. Stephen Colon back there. Brad Stover in the 15 truck. And the 0 Paul Minnick and the 6 of Quentin Moore. And here comes Kev Shearer in the 54 truck. Shearer still on the lead lap. Back to the leaders. Here comes Matt Haas to the low side of the 18 truck. He moves Batson up the track through turns 3 and 4. But Batson remains the leader by about a full truck length over Haas. But now Osborne gets kicked at the track by the 74 of James Sykes, and that's going to let John Andrews by him in the 40 truck. Matthews goes low. Johnny Gardner goes low in the 29 truck. On board with Kyle Matthews at number 44. He moves Osborne up the track right there in the 10 truck as they come off turn number 2. Bouchard trying to push Matthews up by him as they come through turns 3 and 4 now. Matthews to third here. Second position is now being held by the 18 truck of Matt Haas. Cat Batson trying to hold them all off for the next 5 laps. 4.5 now. Here at Dover. Off the second turn they come at here. The lap speeds of over 160 miles per hour here at Dover Downs International Speedway. As they come through turns 3 and 4, here comes Haas trying to close up here. He's got James Sykes behind him. Sykes, even though he's a lap down, can still play spoiler in this bunch here. Matthews is actually running in third position, even though he's the 4th truck in line. Bouchard's in 4th, and Johnny Gardner in 5th. Haas goes low. Batson drifts high just a little bit. Lap truck just up ahead. That's the truck of Cole Deaver in 25th position. He was one of those trucks that got caught up in one of the earlier altercations in this race. Becoming the white flag this time by. Does Matt Haas have anything for Cat Batson? The Batsons have just been absolutely model consistency for the last couple of races here. White flag is waved. 1 lap remaining for Cat Batson. James Sykes moves up the track here. Let's comment is by him, but here comes Haas closing up on the 98 truck through turns 3 and 4. Batson goes high. Haas goes low. Returns off to number 4. And she got caught up behind Cole Deaver, but at the right time, Cat Batson wins at Dover. Boy, I think she got caught up behind Cole Deaver coming off turn number 4, actually, and I don't know why Matt Haas did not duck to the inside and try to get her, but anyway, though, it's a win for Cat Batson, number 98 truck, as she makes it 3 in a row for the Batsons, albeit this one a different name. Although this time it's the wife going to victory lane instead of the husband. But anyway, a dominating win for Cat Batson in those last 4 or 5 laps of this race. Second place will go to Matt Haas. A great performance for him. Kyle Matthews comes home 3rd. Johnny Gardner 4th. Daniel Bouchard comes home 5th. A great run for the 87 team. Mitchell Collins comes home in 6th position. We haven't talked about him at all today. He ends up with a good run. Scott Upton finishing 7th. 8th will go to Vale Moscow. His first top 10 for that team this season. Diego Yepes fights his way back up to 9th, and Keith Batson finishing in 10th position. Another good run for the 88 team. Average speed 102.429 miles per hour. So 8 races are in the books, and we have 20 races left to go here in the season as we go to Riverside next on the tour on the road course. Then it's on to Milwaukee for race number 10. Race 11 will be at Colorado National Speedway, the little 3/8 mile short track. Heartland Park, Topeka, the 2.1 mile road course / drag strip, that is, will be race number 12 on the season. Then Springfield, a dirt track, will be going to on the season as well too. That's the next race after Heartland Park. So exciting, some exciting stuff the next few races on the season, from 1 milers to a short track to a road course on the season. Rest of the finishing order we'll give you here. Joshua Osborne comes in on 11th. John Andrews, who had a darn good run here, actually led for a lot of the race. He ends up finishing 12th. 13th to Ashland Boyd. 14th to Paul Minnick. Phil Parker 15th and Stephen Colon 16th. 17th will go to Nathan Ormond. Seth Cole comes home in 18th. 19th to Jacob Thibodeau. 20th to Quentin Moore. Brad Stover 21st. Kev Shearer 22nd. 23rd to Rob Evans. 24th will go to Nathan Hudson. And the last truck on the lead lap, barely finished on the lead lap, I might add, Cole Deaver in the 21 truck. Trucks that did not finish on the lead lap here: James Sykes, Jesse Turner, and Zachary Fitzwater. Turner, I thought, almost got himself back on the lead lap. And there was a couple of times I thought a crash was going to help him get back on the lead lap. Unfortunately, that was not to be for Turner. So 28 trucks finished. So 28 trucks finished on the lead lap, or 28 trucks finished in the race there, and 25 of them finished on the lead lap. Trucks out of the race were Carson Gum, Dylan Young, William Brock, Pedro Lucas, Matt McIntyre, Laura Chung, and Roberto Crown Jr. All those out of the race, all because of crashes. So that will do it here today at Dover International Speedway. Congratulations again to Kat Batson, the winner here today at Dover. The Batsons are on fire right now. As like I said, the family has won the last 3 races. 2 of them by Keith, 1 by Kat. Will they make it 4 in a row at Riverside? Well, you'll have to tune in and find out. Here, and if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got in-our races, we got gaming videos, we got in-our online videos. Whenever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Coldazar's first channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, which is also on this channel as well too. His Duracell Cup Series is actually the main series on this channel as well too. And also be sure to check out other people who does NNSCRA offline series, including X8675309-858X. That's Dylan Young's channel. He's the man that does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. And also Thrash Maniac 99. That's the man who does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. That's Levi McIntyre's channel. So be sure to check out those 2 series, and also check out those 2 channels and give those 2 channels a sub as well too. They also got some pretty cool stuff on here. So that will do it here today at Dover International Speedway. For now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We will see you at Riverside.